There are new signs Vice President Kamala Harris is ready to pick her running mate. The presumptive Democratic presidential nominee's yet to be revealed running mate will reportedly join her on the campaign trail as soon as next week. Kristen Holmes reports.
Vice President Kamala Harris is hitting the campaign trail tonight, holding a rally in the critical battleground state of Georgia, seeking to keep the state Joe Biden flipped in 2020 blue in 2024. The Harris campaign also out with a new ad as they seek to educate voters on the vice president's record.
The one thing Kamala Harris has always been: fearless. As a prosecutor,
focusing on her public service.
As California's attorney general, she went after the big banks.
We believe in a future where every person has the opportunity. But Donald Trump wants to take our country backward.
The ad is part of a $50 million blitz ahead of next month's Democratic convention. Meanwhile, former President Donald Trump's campaign is up with their own ads today, zeroing in on Harris's record on immigration.
Under Harris, over 10 million illegally here. 250,000 Americans dead from fentanyl.
Do you have any plans to visit the border? You haven't been to the border.
And I haven't been to Europe. I mean, I don't understand the point that you're making.
With a multi-million-dollar ad buy in 6 key battleground states, Trump's team believes the border is a political liability and one that the former president can seize on.
Kamala Harris failed, weak, dangerously liberal.
As Trump's vice presidential nominee, J.D. Vance, remains under fire for his 2021 childless cat lady remarks, CNN's K-File uncovering a pattern of disparaging comments from Vance towards those without kids, including this statement in 2020.
The fact that so many people, especially in America's leadership class, just don't have that in their lives, I worry that it makes people more sociopathic and ultimately our whole country a little bit less less mentally stable.
Trump defending Vance in an interview Monday.
He's not against anything, but he loves family. It's very important to him. He grew up in a very interesting family situation, and he feels family is good. And I don't think there's anything wrong in saying that.
Vance now facing new scrutiny after the Washington Post obtained audio of the vice presidential candidate from a donor event, projecting less confidence in the race against Harris than the Trump campaign has led on.
All of us were hit with a little bit of a political sucker punch. The bad news is that Kamala Harris does not have the same baggage as Joe Biden because whatever we might say, Kamala Harris is a lot younger.